So please join us in welcoming on drums tonight, Mr. Steve Potts. On bass, Mr. Donald Duck Dunn. On guitar, Mr. Steve Cropper. And on the Hammond B3 organ, Mr. Booker T. Jones. Booker T in the MG.
It was somewhat like that. It was something like we had a job at the office. We'd show up at 11 o'clock every day, and we had little offices there, and it was very much like going to a job at the office, except we played music.
The writers would bring in whatever song we were going to do that day and present it to us, and it was sort of up to us to create the feel for it and make it happen.
Vocals and maybe a guitar or a piano with strings or rhythm or tempo, change the tempo, raise it, move it, move the feel. That was our job.
We were much like a sports team, and we all worked together, and we all worked for the same purpose, and that purpose was to get a hit record.
You say it one time. Spotlight on James Brown. He's the king of them all, y'all. King of them all now. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I know what that woman has done for me. In the morning, she's my water. In the evening, she's my cup of tea.
The day we cut Green Onions, we were there to record another artist who didn't show up. His name was Billy Lee Riley. Rockabilly, a star in his own right, but who didn't show up. That's why we were just kind of clowning around and ad-libbing. You and Louis started playing this blues thing, and Jim liked that so much that he recorded it. We didn't even know he was running the tape, and we went up there and he said, guys, you got to hear this back. And then Jim said, if we wanted to put this out, if you got anything to put on the B-side. Booker and I looked at each other and said, is Jim serious? He was. Well, we didn't know he was really serious. And I said, we looked at each other like, I don't know, we don't have anything. But Booker had played me a riff about 2 weeks prior to that. And I don't know what made me think of it. And I said, do you remember that riff you played? I don't know if Booker remembers this or not.
I was playing it on piano. But for some reason that day, because I had played the previous song that was going to be the A-side, which was now the B-side, I had played that on organ. It made sense to play this on organ.
We fiddled around with it, and 2 or 3 takes later, we had Green Onions.
With his hands and his sound, there's no one in the world that plays organ like Booker T. Jones. You know how the hair can rise on your arm sometimes because you feel it so much? He still does it to me, man. And it's just like a great marriage.
It's unbelievable.
I just love it.
So we cut it on a Sunday, and I think it was on a Tuesday morning that I went down to Rubin's show, and I said, listen to this, I think we might have cut something here. And he played the intro and about 4 bars of it, and he just backed it up to the top and just hit the button and spun it. I had no idea it was going out on the air. And he's sitting there listening and all that, and I thought this other record was still playing. In the old days, you had 2 turntables. And about that time, the phone starts lighting up. And he said, well, we don't know what this is yet. And I said, what? And he said, everybody want to know, who was that? What was that? What's that song? He played it 4 times in a row. People kept calling, wanting to know what that was. So we called Jim at the bank and had an emergency meeting that afternoon, got a hold of you, got Al down there and all that, and we tried to decide what we were going to name the group and what we were going to call the song.
300. Booker T. Jones.